Hello guys, I'm going to walk you through the 2.4 notes, the applications of linear functions. I'm actually going to do this in three different videos so that they're not too long and too overwhelming. We're going to do the perimeter and area problems, and then we're going to do motion problems and then mixture problems. So I will send you guys 3 links total for the 3 different videos. And I hope you can't hear the football that's going on in the background. Okay, so the first one. All of these are word problems, okay? So we're going to try to figure out what they're asking. We're going to draw a picture. We're going to label everything. We're going to make an equation that has all of the things that we know and hopefully the one thing that we don't know. And then we're going to solve our equation. And then the last step and the most important step is to make sure that our answer actually makes sense, okay? So this first one, a rectangle has a width of 51 centimeters. I'm going to draw my rectangle. 51, 51, opposite sides of a rectangle have the same length, and a perimeter of 214. So we have no idea what these other 2 sides are, but we do know that if we add up all 4 sides, we get 214 centimeters. So perimeter is the sum of all 4 sides. So x plus x is 2x. 51 plus 51 gives us 102. We subtract 102 from both sides, and we get 112. Divide both sides by 2, and we get x equals 56 centimeters. Okay, so the width is 51, the length is 56 centimeters, and it's always a good idea to say to myself, 51 plus 51 plus 56 plus 56, does that give me 214? And yes, it does. Okay, the next one, a musical triangle. Wesley Crutcher's instrument of choice has a perimeter of 300 millimeters. And the side of middle length is 3 times as long as the shortest side. The longest side is 2 times as long as the middle. How long is each side? Yikes. So we have a short side, a middle side, and a long side. And they tell us that the middle side is 3 times as long as the short side. So middle equals 3 times the short side. And then they tell us that the longest is twice the middle. So that tells us that longest is twice the middle side. Okay, so the perimeter, which is the sum of all 3 sides, the short side plus the middle side plus the long side, all have to add up to 300. Okay, so this would be terrific if we had just one letter, but we have an S, an M, and an L. Luckily for us, we know that M is equal to 3S. So I'm going to replace this M with 3S since the middle side is 3 times as long as the short side. Okay, so my equation looks better now, right? I have just 2 letters now, but we're not great. Luckily, we know that the longest side, over here, is twice the middle side. So 300 equals S plus 3S plus 2M, which again is terrific, but now I have an M. So I say, oh, self, let's make this M a 3S. So it's kind of like a maze, right? We're plugging in all this information till we can whittle this down to an equation with just one letter to solve for. So we have 300 equals S plus 3S plus 6S. And when I add 1S and 3 S's and 6 S's, I get 10 S's. And I can divide both sides by 10, and I get that the shortest side is 30. Shortest side equals 30. Good for us. Now, how can we find the middle side? Well, the middle side, remember, was 3 times the short side, and now we know the short side. The short side's 30. That means the middle side has to be 90. What about the longest side? Well, the longest side was double the middle. What's double 90? It's 180. And if I add 30 and 90 and 180, do I get 300? Yes. Yes, I do. So good job. We have found the length of all 3 sides. Okay? By the way, you can pause this video, obviously, since you're watching it on your own. So if you need to see a problem worked again, or slow things down, or take a break and write something down, you certainly can. The perimeter of a rectangle is 400 yards. So we have another rectangle. What are the dimensions of the rectangle if the length is 30 more than the width? So let's just label this. The length and the width. And the perimeter is 400. So that would be an L plus another L plus a W plus another W, or 2L plus 2W. Okay, but what other information do they tell us? The length is 30 more than the width. So this length is really the width plus 30. So over here in my handy dandy equation, I'm going to replace L with W plus 30. We're going to see what happens. So I need to distribute the 2. And then it looks like I've got some like terms I can put together, right? 2W and 2W is 4W. Then I can subtract 60 from both sides. And 400 minus 60 is 340. And then I can divide both sides by 4. And 340 divided by 4 is 85. Okay, so that means our width is 85. Our length is 30 more than that. So length is 115. Width is 85. Length is 115. Okay? All right. Ooh, last one of these. How exciting. A recycling bin is in the shape of a rectangular box. Find the height of the box if its length is 18, width is 10, and surface area is 640. Surface area? What in the world? Okay. So surface area is 640. Okay, what that means is we're going to add up the the areas of all 6 sides. Okay? So, you got a top and a bottom, a front and a back, a left side and a right side. So let's just look at this side right here. This would be like the left side. Okay? Its area is 10 this way and h tall, so its area is 10 times h. And there are 2 of them. Okay, so we have 2 10h's. All right? And then let's look at the front and the back. So we have here the front, and we have its mirror image on the back, right? And it is 18 wide and h tall, so its area is 18 times h. And again, we have 2 of those, 2 times 18 h's. Okay, top and bottom. These are the most difficult, I think, to look at and tell. But remember, this is 18 here, and this side is 10. Okay, so when we look at the top and the bottom, it's really 18 wide and 10 long. So you have 18 times 10. So you have 2 180s. Okay? So let's see, we've got some arithmetic here. We're going to distribute the 2's. And 2 times 18 is 36. 2 times 180 is 360. Okay, so we're going to put our like terms together. 20h plus 30h is 56h. And then we're going to subtract 360 from both sides. So 640 minus 360 gives us 280h. Okay? 280, sorry, not an h. Just kidding. Testing you guys, right? And then we're going to divide both sides by 56. So 280 divided by 56. Give you a minute to punch that in your calculator. Is 5. That's right. It's 5. Okay? So, have we solved the problem? What did they ask us for? Height of the box. Height is 5. Good job. If you plug h back into the original, okay, and solve each of these things, you should end up adding them together and getting 640. Okay? So good luck. Have fun doing the perimeter and the surface area questions in MathXL. And like I said, I will make you 2 more videos, one for motion problems and one for mixture problems. So try to contain your excitement until you can watch them.